Thanks. Do you ever feel inadequate in a room? This series is fantastic, and this is building collaboration within the city, and that's really what I wanted to talk about. The balanced approach to city development. We've got beer, music, we've got entertainment, we've got running, and a little bit of business goes on as well. Money kind of makes the economy grow. It's something that people sometimes feel uncomfortable with, is profit and business. Jobs add value in communities. Jobs give people a sense of purpose and also create wealth within communities so that we can do other things. Looking at environmental sustainability and how we treat the land around us, how we treat the built land around us, and how we do things around reuse and repurposing products and services that could be used in different ways without throwing them in the garbage. Social sustainability is how do we treat each other? How do we make sure that people on the sidelines are brought into the game? And what does our mental health look like as a community, as individuals? Cultural sustainability is something Guelph does well. It's hard to pin down, but Guelph has a great culture. Tonight is a great example of that. We bring people in from outside Guelph, outside the room, and we have these great conversations almost anywhere. So I'm trying to understand how a community works, similar to trying to understand how a machine works and how a factory works. And looking at collaboration, bringing all of these things together, you need all four of these areas to make a great place, and Guelph has them all. Creating pillars versus silos. You have to have strong silos, but you need to be able to create some type of structure that can bring it all together. Simon was great with that, with those little things beforehand. Examples of that is shared spaces as well. 10 Carden on social innovation, the Granary, 349, Mrs. Black's boarding house, bringing people together to create products, services, ideas, social change, economic change. And then we have this huge district that used to be a reformatory that we're kicking around ideas right now on how do we create education, industry, wetlands and environmental, and a place where people can live and play. So collaboration, how it happens just about anywhere where people can share ideas and share thoughts and dreams. Bookshelf, Youth Music Center, we could name on and on where we have collaboration going on in Guelph. I did cheat a little, and I brought a magazine with me that was a collaboration of a bunch of groups in Guelph that are trying to tell a good story about what's going on here. Early in the game, I did a mind map of Guelph. I was trying to understand how do these things all happen, how do they all connect, and how do you get people overlaying ideas that can contribute to each other. The business community, the Chamber of Commerce, the education community with the college and university, the government with the city, municipal government, federal and provincial governments, all really trying to create a society where people can grow up, raise their children, and have a good time. So the big picture stuff is always around collaborations, and it's a Canadian thing that we do very well that we can take to the world. We don't take credit, we check our egos at the door for the most part, and things move along, sometimes randomly, but quite often randomness is a good thing. It leads to some experimental ideas that you wouldn't have even dreamt of without taking a step in the right direction or a step in the wrong direction. What gets measured gets done, but what gets done sometimes just gets measured because it's very cool stuff. Mozilla said, how do you create collaboration? And they had three things that they put on the table at a conference that we had here in Guelph a few years ago. Work open, do less, and add jam. Work open, share your ideas. Don't be afraid of somebody getting a better idea because you've given them your idea. Don't protect your ground. Rip off and duplicate wherever you can. Working open is a really good thing. Do less. Only do what you do well. Find somebody that you don't do that well, but they do it well. Get them doing it. Look for help. Group activities are a good thing. We had a bit of an argument earlier tonight about whether group activities are better than individual activities. But then you add jam. Peanut butter is nothing without jam. So put on the popcorn. Some good beer would be a really good thing right now. And if you're not having a blast, it's all a chore. So look at where is the fun. Guelph is a group project. Group projects are easier than solo projects. Talent is under every rock in this town. Pitching in is just what we do in Guelph. Ignite's a great example, and there are more out there and probably more to come. So look for your connections. Business is not all evil. Environmentalists can have a sense of humor. Social investment isn't a drain on our culture. Culture adds a lot of value. Let's go for it.